Drake's 100 gigs, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So recently, between the time of last podcast and this one, which I hate when they drop stuff when we upload our podcast, because we
Facts.
always do the podcast, edit it, all that stuff, clips, boom. Then some
Then
good
this
stuff when
drop.
it come up the day we do the podcast. I mean, the day the podcast goes up. But yeah, Drake, between the times of us recording these two episodes, he did drop 100 gigs worth of content. I want to specify that because this is a timestamp moment in history. And people keep saying, he dropped 100 gigs worth of music. He's really flooding the market right now. This is how I know y'all don't listen to anybody. This is how I know y'all don't listen to anything or partake in the thing that's you're supposed to be talking about. You just go off of what other people say. It was only 3 songs that released from this. 3 songs, and the other 99.9 gigs was video footage of basically him detailing all of his stuff up until now, basically. Even some reference tracks.
Because we barely get a behind the scenes look from Drake.
We don't even get interviews from him.
Nah, not no more.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Somebody said, yeah, this is how you feed your fans. And I said, this is how you pacify them. I was just making a reference to the beef, but not saying it's a bad thing. This is what he do. Like, he put out the music, putting out things that have his fan keep him feeding. You know what I'm saying? When I get my kid to pacify, he's settled, he good, he fine. People thought I was doing a bar like making fun of Drake, but I actually wasn't. I just want to play little words on it and just say the pacifier, because it's true. I don't know. I thought it was a good look. I like one song though out these 3. That's it.
The only one I didn't like was the red, blue, and green one. Yeah. That was the only one which I thought that was
Housekeeping those. I didn't really care for that one. Mulatto. I thought
it was cool that those two.
It's Up is fire.
Oh, It's Up is fire. But some people saying that Drake was horrible on this though.
Drake was horrible on his Up?
That's what some people were saying.
Nah, he was fire. I ain't care for 21 Savage like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I like Young Thug and I like Drake.
Yeah, I like the little.
I feel like that was like a her loss.
I think 21 should have just fell off that one.
Yeah, I did like Blue, Green, Red. I mean, no, I didn't. I didn't like that one. Yeah, I liked Housekeeping.
You like Housekeeping? Yeah, Housekeeping not bad. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, but we got a whole bunch of behind the scenes footage, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go through all.
I didn't watch none of this.
But I did like the fact that some people
put them
captioned it and put the clips up. I'm like, all right, so now I know what I'm looking at, because 100 gigs of content, that's a lot of content. Like, I got hundreds of gigs worth of content.
Yeah.
But geez, that's a lot of content.
I didn't look at none of it, B.
You didn't see any of the clips?
Nope.
Not even on Twitter or nothing?
I saw them posted, but I didn't watch them.
I guess for me, this is cool. I know some people are going to, documentary this thing up, where they're going to get the clips, they're going to put it into, a documentary format and kind of, narrate what point of Drake's life or what point of his discography that he's going to be at in some of these clips, which I thought that was pretty cool. We never really see behind the scene footage of Drake, him recording reference tracks. Yeah, 40 is nice.
It's 40 before the hairline.
But yeah, there was just a lot of footage here. And I honestly, as a Drake fan, I enjoy it. It did bring back some memories. I'm like, dang, I'm in this. And I go back to Drake Islands pretty often. So to see some of the behind the scenes footage and see some of the original references or original versions of tracks that was supposed to happen, but they didn't happen. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I'm a Drake fan, but I don't care about him as a person. I always listen to Drake music, but I never was somebody to run to his interviews. Drake never stood out to me to go watch a vlog. I never was a fan of him as a person like that. So Wiz Khalifa, I was a fan of him as a personality. I liked his personality. I used to watch all his day-to-days, and I liked a little bit of his music. But I like Drake music more, but as him as a person, I never was gravitated towards. So I don't care about watching that.
So for me, I like the behind the scenes footage of just creating music, because one of the things I always tell my girl is one thing I want to knock off my bucket list, obviously, make an album one day. Gotta make an album one day. But also, I kind of want to lock in with someone that is an artist, be there during their artist creation process or their album creation process, because I want to know what that's like. I want to know going through it all. So me, behind the scenes footage stuff like this, the Genius interview. I mean the Genius Kanye West documentary. I really enjoyed that, because that was just behind the scenes footage of his thought process, where he was at in life. I like to see that type of stuff. In terms of his day to day, I don't care about that stuff. But the actual art creation process, I want to see where that's going. Where did you go, or where did you get the inspiration? Or what was your thoughts when you was recording this? I want to be in the studio one day with an artist and see how they work doing all this stuff. Yeah. So this is why this type of stuff interests me, because I'm I'm so fascinated with that type of stuff.
And I went to school for that stuff. I recorded people locally for hours for 2 years. I did it. It's no biggie with it. It's just Drake as a person, I just never was into him. Mm-hmm. Kanye West, I watched the first episode. I like Kanye as, but I just...
He is off his rocker.
No, it's not even that. It's just some people, I love Kanye West, but some people as persons, like as a personality that Kanye never was that type of guy either for me. It was nobody I was like, oh, I want to go look. I don't know. It's just some people, they just not that for me that I want to go and like.
So you would go to a Kanye West interview? Like the Breakfast Club ones?
No. Well, with Kanye,
so kind of like specify, like you wouldn't watch a vlog of them or like an interview.
So like with Kanye personality, I watched a few of his interviews before, but he wasn't somebody that I cling to that I like. Oh, Kanye put out a new interview, or like Kanye did this. Now I do it if I watch a Kanye interview just to see what he said. But back then, before all the craziness, I didn't care. Like Kid Cudi was a guy I liked as a personality. Like if he put out anything, I'm checking out. Like I said, Wiz Khalifa. Like if it was anything to do with like, I want to say A$AP Rocky and them at the time, because I like their personality. I like the fashion. It's more stuff that like fits me as a person. Like Kanye way more than Drake, but Drake never fit me as a person. I mostly related to his music, but not him. I couldn't relate to him. And so I never really wanted to see anything of him. I never thought about him performing anything. In like his writing process, it never stuck to me. I looked at Lil Wayne in the studio before, but as a person, Lil Wayne never stuck to me, personality. Dre-Z never. It's just some people I'm like, I don't think we're clean. Schoolboy Q, yes. Kendrick, not even much with Kendrick either.
So you talking about people like you could, not saying like you know them well enough to what we get to see of them, but people you could possibly be friends with or cool.
Yeah, like Danny Brown, like I watch his stuff, like a J. It's just some people I'm like, okay, I think we can mesh well, but like it's some of them artists I just don't think we'll click. I don't care about their personality.
So
like
okay, I know the difference between what me and you going through. For me, if I like your art, your music that much, I want to see your thought process. I want to see your creativity. Like if I could like go on like
if I could be in the studio with Kanye, yeah, I like that. But if watching it, you're not gonna show me everything.
Yeah, of course not. But you know, I'm trying to see at least the most I can because I'm not there.
Yeah, I never was into like seeing many people's studio things.
Yeah, but I'm also not like, oh, I gotta meet them before I die type stuff. Like that's not me. Like if I like it, depending on how much I like your music is how much of the content outside of music I want to see of you. Like Freddie Gibbs, I would love to be in the studio sessions to see how he was writing for Pinata, seeing like when he first got the beats from, or like an MF Doom. I would love to see those studio sessions of Madlib giving him the CD of beats and him going through the beats, like picking which one, like see that's the type of stuff that I like.
Yeah,
to see. But that depends on how much I like their music.
Yeah, it depends on the artist for me. Like Freddie Gibbs, I don't even want to be around him. He's funny, I guess, but he's not somebody that I gotta go look at. But like Tyler Creator them, Earl and them, like me watching they vlogs and them doing stuff, cause I'm like I relate to them, but some artists, if I don't relate to you, like I don't.
For me, those are exceptions, like a Tyler the Creator, where I'm not like in love with his music.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
But I would love to like hang out.
Yeah, it's just people that I relate to. That's why I do that. It's like I can see myself hanging out with them. Like I don't know, just some artists I'm like, yeah, we wouldn't be cool. Like you know what I mean? I don't care about looking at anything from you and nothing like that. And I don't even go to the point of like, oh, I never thought about Drake in the studio. I never thought about looking at
I never have either until now.
That's what
until I saw this footage. I'm like, dang. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like when I like people that I'm like, man, I love to be in the studio with like Tyler and them. Cause like it's just certain people you like, oh, I can see me being like friends with these people. So that's when I think of things like that.
See, my thing isn't a friend thing. My thing is more of I like to learn stuff that I'm interested in, so I want to see how this process goes.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do this? Like, even still, I would love to be in the mind of certain people of how they pin certain things and how they make certain things rhyme with another thing. Like, I'd love to see, like, MF Doom's process of, oh, I got to scratch this line out. This don't make sense. Let me write this one. Nah, this don't make sense with that one. Like, I want to see that process.
Yeah, I don't even
but see, that's because I admire what they do.
Yeah, I don't even think he showed people that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the type of stuff I want to see. Yeah. Because, like, I've never had no type of relationship or know anyone that does that type of stuff to where I could be like, I want to be present. I want to see you create this album, type stuff. That's why I want to create an album one day.
Yeah, hey man.
But I'm not no rapper. Like y'all know that right now.
Hey man, I was in the studio 2 years, bro. I'm going to school. It's fun, but you know, punching in, punching out. Donald Trump and Elon Musk interview for go live.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna watch that later tonight.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was cool. It was like timestamps and moments of like, you know, where Drake was. And you could obviously see the progression of Drake, him looking different, things like that. And the fact that someone was around recording all this footage and he kept it like somewhere in time.
But that's what they do it, bro. You have to.
Well, you
gotta film. You have to.
You think so?
Yeah, you gotta have a filmographer around.
You think every artist has one?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Who you gonna think have
a filmographer
Yeah,
is
so
different than someone. Oh, let me get this real quick.
No, I'm talking. They have their guys filming, bro. They.
I think maybe only the big guys. Not everybody though. I don't think everybody.
Yeah, they do, bro. Even guys you don't even think like it's. I watched the whole like YouTube video of a freaking record exec, a manager, and he has people filming him, and he put them on YouTube. The day in the life of a record exec. Like
You
they
sure it
all
wasn't
film.
just a day though?
No, he has more stuff. I'm saying that's what they do. Like, why not film and capture this? It's like, you know, dope boys. Like, oh, you probably don't. But I'm saying like
Two Dope Boys?
No. I'm talking about dope boys in like neighborhoods. Like growing up, you'll see
Oh.
the guys always taking pictures, always having videos. And when they get locked up, they always talk about. They'll tell you, you better take a lot of pictures for the memories of things you had, because it's gonna be gone. So a lot of the people they video all this stuff. Why you think Kanye, you know? You gotta have that stuff. Like they doing the LeBron, like his documentary gonna be crazy. They filmed the whole Michael Jordan thing. Like, bro, they be filming all this stuff. I'm telling you. Even some people be like, why you got a vlog? They got vlogs for you. Like, bro, you ever been with your homies and film and just pull out your phone and be like, dang, y'all wilding and like record a moment? I'm saying that's them times 10 because they got more money. They all be filming me. We just don't care about that stuff. But the guy I'm talking about, he's affiliated with like A Boogie. But I'm just saying, I'm like, yo, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, they all film, B. Filming the shows, everything. Even though A Boogie out here selling out arenas, bro, in the tri-state area, Philly, New York. What do you mean? Why you laughing? He's bigger up there.
Talk about the tri-state area like this is Phineas and Ferb.
No, but it is Philly, New York, Jersey.
Come on, man.
Oh,
well,
man.
he said that like it was something.
It is something.
The tri-state area.
Oh, my
I think you might
God.
have to say overseas or something. Boy, minimize that real quick.
Oh my God, I didn't minimize it.
But, oh man, yeah, the 100 gigs. I thought it was a cool concept. Like I said, I didn't scour through everything. I know I'm a Drake glazer on this podcast, but no, I don't have time for that. But it was cool to see some people caption stuff, and I would watch a few seconds or a few minutes of like some of the clips that people would put up, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I said, some unreleased stuff that I don't know. I kind of wish we got more gigs of like demos or unreleased stuff, or like not even necessarily unreleased stuff, but like
We
stuff
got
that
album
never
covers.
made it.
Cause we got album covers that didn't make it.
Which a lot of people are like, Kendrick was right. Look at the Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, shut the F up. Can y'all
just-
get Kendrick's meat out your mouth?
It kind of
for
reminded
one
me of
second?
the game Born to Rap.
Really?
That was a nasty cover.
That's what I thought they was kind of going for with each other. Look, they're trying to
That's
out-freak each other.
what it reminded me of. I was like, dang, why did it remind me of that? And then the
Because it
picture of
is.
Drake was nasty.
In the corner of the mirror.
See, that was a nasty picture. You gotta believe. But that was a nasty
No,
picture.
him in the
bro.
corner and in that mirror, it was crazy. That was nasty. He looked like a predator for real.
He did set
He
himself
looked like he
up,
was
bro.
probably like he looked like he had a ball trapped in the box like this. What's that one Drake gift where he was like this? That's what he looked like. I'm like, yo, this is nasty.
Oh my God.
But I also gotta say, every single cover he had for Certified Lover Boy was way better than the
yeah.
cover he actually went with.
That
the
cover he went
emojis.
with is not good.
Yeah, that cover was bad.
That was like another Born to Rap cover too. The pregnant.
I'm like, Drake, I would have allowed any other stuff. And he had some vinyl concepts in there
Yeah, I
too.
saw
which
that. I saw 99.
I'm like,
post
you
that.
bastards. I'm like, why didn't you put that out?
Hey, I think they canceled a lot of the stuff because remember they pressed out some of the like now reading is too late, but
Nothing
nothing
Was
was
the
the same and stuff like that. So
But also, he had vinyl concepts of Her Loss and stuff.
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
So that's why I'm just like, and that other album cover for Her Loss or for All the Dogs, whichever one it was, I'm like, yeah, we should have got that.
Yeah.
We should have got that. That's fire right there. But yeah, it was just cool to see that he dropped so much content that, you know, we don't get to see from a lot of our favorite artists that do that. So
Yeah.
to see one of the biggest artists do this, because he is one of the biggest artists of all time at this point, it's pretty cool just to see that there's all this footage and all this
you can
behind
look
the
at
scenes content, and he actually just put it out himself through his burner account.
yeah,
his
plot
Finsta.
twist.
Yeah,
Speaking of plot twist, that's where he got the claim,
copyright
the copyright.
strike.
Yeah,
yeah. Which I mean, I don't get why. Maybe he didn't say.
maybe
Look,
they didn't know it was him.
Look, they was like, look, he was like this. They was like, who released all this unreleased Drake stuff? Him. Definitely wasn't me.
Yeah.
You know, like
Do
that.
you think it's something to? Do you think it's something to this with him and UMG? Like you think You think it's something about it, like him doing this? Do you think it's something to do with his label of him like just releasing it like this before he put out those 3 singles on?
So it's weird to say because a lot of people are speculating that he put these 3 songs out unreleased first because he wanted to see if people was feeling it before he actually put them out on streaming. Which to me, I'm just like, it's just pretty cool because it kind of brings us back to the blog era when artists would release their music, put it out, and we could just download it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's a lot more hoops to go through now for us to listen to unreleased music because we need that to go through YouTube. We have to download it, put it in our files, put it in the Spotify file, and you want to actually track it out and things like that.
You can call me a conspiracist, but I think it was something deeper. I think, because we all know that Drake, like, he's like hip hop music. Like, without him not even hip hop music in general. This dude, he brings in a lot of money, especially for Universal.
Do you think The Weeknd is the same?
What do you mean?
That he brings in a lot of money.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm saying, when it comes to Drake, do you think that this is a play he's doing with the label? Like maybe something's not going his way, and he probably just like, there goes some stuff. Like some stuff that this might be some stuff from a Drake documentary they was working on, and it's like rough stuff. Or like, here's some, a lot of stuff is like, I wouldn't say it's confidential, but some of these things nobody really put out things like this, really. To be honest with you.
It's kind of weird, and with the time.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people is it because the beef and he's trying to win people back?
I don't even think it has anything to do with the beef. I think it's something to do with the label. And I think it's funny that he also put this on, like he screenshot this, like, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Let me talk to them, and then he put out the 3 tracks a few days later. I don't know. I could be a conspiracy. I could have on a tinfoil kufi right now, but I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like Drake, not the pocket watch like that. He has doesn't he have like a $400 million contract?
No, it's something. I think it's something. Him doing it, and I think you have a contract like that. It's gonna be some stipulations in there.
But also I think he could be he probably has a lot of leeway because to get a contract like that be $400 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is crazy. But also a lot of people say he already probably recouped on it from his tours and stuff like that. But
we wouldn't know that because you also got to understand that all the people he have on his team, the people he got to pay. Not saying he ain't made money off that, but I'm just saying it's just so much to go to business and taxes. You know what I'm saying?
And he's one of the biggest artists, so he's going to have a lot. He's going to have to put out a lot of money.
And I don't know if artists get taxed just like football players and stuff. So like football players, they get taxed on because they work in different states. Like, I'll go play football in San Francisco. I get taxed for San Francisco because when you fill out your tax return and be like, did you work out of state or stuff like that? Mm-hmm. They technically worked out of state. So with Drake, he does tours. So he technically worked out of state. He technically worked out the country.
Maybe that's why he got that Texas ID.
I'm just saying, bro. That's a lot. But he moved to Texas though. He left Toronto. Well, he was at.
Drake, come to the BBC, baby.
No. Not right now. No, not right now.